Hello, everyone. It's Just Brew here, and today we are playing more Champions of Norrath. I know I thought that it couldn't be done, but um, we had a bunch of stuttering and a bunch of like latency issues in there's a lot of lag in the last episode, but I think I have fixed it. I think one of one of the primary things one of the primary things is that there's I was using the daily build of or the safe build of the PS2 emulator that I was using, and that's the one that I've been using a while, and that was the one that was updated recently. But I didn't read that in the fine print below that there was a thing that said that another version of it was coming out soon enough, and that the next version was actually probably more stable than the stable version, which doesn't make any sense to me, but from what I've seen so far, it runs really well. So I went back, I did some like testing in the areas that the game was lagging before, and it did not lag in those areas anymore using this version of the emulator. So that means we can go back and play some more Champions of Norrath. Which I'm pretty stoked for. Honestly, this I love this game. Like I said before, it's my favorite game in this genre of like top-down action RPGs. It's my favorite Diablo clone. These guys that are doing the PlayStation 2 emulator, the PCSX people, they do a phenomenal job. All the people that work on emulators nowadays, there's so much they do. I don't know. It's amazing to me how much like work and stuff that they put into these, and how good they end up working. It's really funny because like for years I used a couple of very specific like emulators, and I never switched to anything else because like I was just so used to using those. And then this year, actually it was when I started doing this channel, it was like I was like, man, I need something that's a little bit more stable and a little bit more like up to date. And so I looked into what kind of emulators were out there and what kind of stuff was out there for ROMs, and I was amazed at like how much they've come along. The Steam Deck was another big like moment for me where I was like, holy crap, like the things that people can do on ROMs and emulation now is insane. Apparently it's only ever getting better. I've always been a huge. I kind of struggle with whether or not I should even talk about this, especially on the YouTube channel. But like, I've always been a huge advocate for ROMs and emulation, for like multiple reasons. But especially here lately, like with the way that the gaming industry is, the way that video games have the path that video games have went down. I think people need to have as much access as they can. People need to have as much access as they can have to the classics, to experiencing what games kind of used to be like, to archiving these old games. I've been kind of disappointed with a lot of stuff that's come out recently. And I find myself going back to old games more and more, even being somebody that used to play these kind of games a lot, like as somebody that regularly still plays his PlayStation 2, his Xbox, his GameCube, his PlayStation 1, like All right, this is going to be one of those areas that's going to benchmark how well this is going to run. This cave right here, which so far it seems to be running it pretty well. But the biggest one's going to be the lava fields. If anybody remembers Act 2, the lava fields.
Come on, wherever you are.
There is like a little bit of stuttering and there's a tiny bit of lag, but the thing is, as somebody that played hundreds or thousands of hours of this game, I know that that lag is actually that is the lag that I've come to expect. I can tell the difference between the lag it's supposed to have and the lag it's not supposed to have. Forged hatchet. Oh my gosh. I think about this. I think about that like little line in the back. There's in the music you can hear these guys chanting, and I think about that all the time. We're going orc hunting. Let's go up this way. I always thought that this was like a really cool like area. It just kind of like shows like how the orcs live in this region. They've set up this camp in this cave. One thing that I kind of like about the emulator is that like it shows up differently on a computer screen than a TV, so I can see down in areas that you normally can't see down in. It's kind of neat. I just found out today that apparently I was Googling something. I was Googling like different. One of the things that I wanted to know about is like, what does in-game gear look like in this? I don't mean like after you played through the game once. I mean like after somebody has played through on all three difficulties, they have a max level character, and you know they've beaten the boss like a bunch of times. What does the in-game gear look like? So I looked it up, and there's not very many pictures of it, and there's definitely not of every class. But in looking that up, I found that there's a tier list, or there's a whole Reddit of people, champions of Norrath. There's like a subreddit. I thought that was kind of cool. I didn't agree with their tier list though. They gave like their reasonings for what they thought like was the best class and everything, and I was just kind of like, eh. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play through it and we'll see who what is the best class for real. Another game that I'm excited to see, I've never played through them, is the Xeno Saga games. Because I played, or wait, no. Yeah, which one was the one for the PlayStation 2? It is Xeno Saga, right? No, it's Xenogears? Xenogears is the first one for PS1. Well, what's the one for the Wii? We'll have to look this up later. I'm like drawing a blank between all my different Xenogear or Xeno games. But those games for the PS2 have always kind of eluded people because they're very hard to run. They're very finicky. Well, they are now registered on the PlayStation 2, the PCSX website as fully playable. So, man, we might get to play those. Okay, wait, I got it. Okay, Xenogears is the one for PS1. Xenosaga is the one for PS2, and it's 3 games. And then Xenoblade is the one that I was confusing. I've only ever played a little bit of Xenogears and a little bit of Xenosaga, the first one. Yo, there's an elf in here. Elgawen.
Thank the gods it is you. I thought my boy had returned. Finish me off. You need to find the mechanism to open a gate. I would help, but my legs are shattered. I cannot move them. If you can, get me some elf dot. It can be found somewhere in the cave below. Please hurry. I don't know how much longer I can last.
I got you, fam. Don't worry about it. One thing I'd really like to experiment with, but I just don't see it working, is the multiplayer. It would be really fun to get this working over like over a network. But hey, it's what's her name? Fiorin or Fio? I can't remember her name, but everybody knows her as the EverQuest lady, like the lady on the EverQuest box.
You must find me, and do not lose hope. If we do not unite against this evil, then all of Norrath will suffer.
I got you. I also got you, fam.
Why is it every time monsters decide to make trouble, they hide in accursed caves? Come out and fight in the open. What men?
A lot, man. So there's been a little bit of discussion about. I was thinking about other PS2 games as well. What is it? The Dot Hack series. I really like the Dot Hack series. I played through. I always forget. There's like 2 different series on the PlayStation 2, and I played through both of them. But they redid one of the second one. They redid that a couple years back. Well, there is a lot of discussion right now about, if you go on the Dot Hack website, right now it's got a countdown, a timer, and if I'm not mistaken, the countdown or the timer's for the new year. So people are like speculating that there might be a new Dot Hack game. That'd be kind of cool. I'd really like to see the world, like the game that's presented in Dot Hack, the world presented as a game instead of. I'm not a huge fan of like the meta narrative or the narrative that they choose to use in Dot Hack. I wish they would just make a game that is the world that's presented in Dot Hack. Okay, all of this is garbage. We're gonna sell all of this stuff. Okay, let's see what we got here. 26. What are our gloves? 10? Okay, we got better gloves. We got boots, 17. We got another Yakutisma shield. I call them Yakadzima for some reason. Yakatizma. And then what's this shield? Ooh, that rugged rune shield is actually better. We'll switch over to that. How's our circlet? Alright. And then we got a storm shard and a flawed soul gem. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Can't believe that we're already getting 2 points per level up. That's kind of crazy to me. There we go. Man, our new shield looks cool. I kind of don't like that we're using a pick, but it's alright. We should go ahead and buy 1 gate scroll while we're here, just so that we always have like a couple after we are about to use one. Already yawning. I gotta stay up for a little bit longer. So in the next couple days, I am probably going to be doing another Let's Browse video. The last one seemed to be pretty successful, as in like I got a positive response from it. It didn't get a huge amount of viewers, but that's not really what the intent of that is. I mean, that's not really what the intent of my channel in general is, but the people that did watch it seems to really like it, so I've got another one of those coming up, and it'll also just be like a general, like, this is what's been going on with me lately kind of thing. It's like a channel update kind of thing. Also, we're coming up on, I've posted like a ridiculous amount of videos in a short amount of time. I've only been doing this for like a month now, or maybe a little bit over. It's been like a month and a half, 2 months. I've posted almost 100 videos. After I do 100 videos, I'm considering redoing my intro. My original intro, now looking back on it, it's only been a month and a half, and I'm already like, oh, that was awful. So I'm thinking about doing another like channel intro video. With featuring clips of me playing video games. So I'm excited to do that. I think it'll be a better representation of like what the channel is all about. Instead of me just talking over some footage of a Game Boy game, it's gonna be me like actually playing video games and some of the funny clips or some of the interesting clips that have happened in the time that we've been playing so far. We're looking for that elf drop. I don't want my boy, what was his name? What was his name again? I can't remember. It's something a win. Delay a win or whatever his name is. I don't want him to die. So already you can see like this game has, oh my god, no, I died already. I was about to say, already you can see that this game already has a lot of the better hallmarks of action role-playing games than that Lord of the Rings game did, simply because that Lord of the Rings game, it's pretty good, especially when we consider that it's scaled down for a Game Boy Advance. Like, that's really great. But it is paced really poorly. There were a lot of moments where you just literally there's nothing you can do except wait until your health regenerates so that you can go back into combat. There's only like few little abilities, and all of them are based off of like one currency, like one type of mana, and so there's not really anything that you can do. Like you would have to specifically get abilities. Hopefully, your character had abilities that would allow you to passively generate mana in one way or another. Otherwise, you're just basically sitting and waiting and waiting and waiting. In this game, like, you don't really ever have that. You don't ever have to wait. You're always just, like, rushing into combat. When you're fighting some of the bosses, it does happen. There comes times where you're, like, sitting being like, well, what should I do here? The smartest thing, the smartest option I would have really, like, to sit hunker down in this corner. That happens every once in a while. I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with that every now and then, because like that happens in real life too, like in warfare or whatever, or in combat, like you sometimes have to bide your time, but it shouldn't become like the mainstay or the main staple of the game's combat. Alright, we're going into this area again. Hopefully I wasn't even distracted, I just wasn't paying attention. And we got surrounded and got whooped up on. Alright, we're going to back up and use this corridor. Okay, there was a gate scroll there. I was like, is there a gate scroll laying on the floor? Elf draught. Okay, we're gonna take us back upstairs so that what's his face will be okay. Little elf fella. I wonder how much of this game truly will be like playable. I hope that all of it is, because I would like to do a playthrough of the entire thing.
I thank you. I am too weak.
El Gawain.
If my sword arm cannot aid you, then here, allow my blade to do so. Take it with my blessing. You must listen to me. Go down to the old cave and open the gate. If you make haste, you might surprise them and defeat them.
Okay. You have received a reward. I don't remember what this reward is. I guess it's the sword. It's reinforced short sword of poise. It's kind of okay. Plus 5 dexterity bonus. $24, 13, 14. All right. The only thing that seems different this time around, like the game itself seems to look better and seems to run better. The UI seems a little, well, actually the UI on this page, or on this screen right now, isn't that bad. The UI in the menu is awful, but it's got like scan lines through it. I'm sure if I fiddled with it, then I could probably fix it. It'd probably take a minute. I'm sure that's what you all would want to see, right? Is me fiddle with graphical settings for 2 hours. Okay, so we've cleared this floor. We need to head on down to the next floor. Down to level 3. We bought that gate scroll, and then ever since then we've found like 3 of them. Found another Yakutisma shield. Nice. We got a pretty good start. Come here. There we go. Okay, we need to go back the other way. We're going to the other areas that we haven't been just in case. You never know if there's going to be some really good item drop in there, or if there's going to be enough enemies to give you a level up later on. We're also going to pick up this Yakutisma shield because, well,
Can't carry anymore.
no, we're not either because we can't carry anymore. We could go to the store, but I don't even think it's really worth it.
Can't carry anymore.
Interesting. So the music cuts off. On the PS2, it would always do that, and it would do it around that same spot. And I always thought it was just a glitch or like a problem with my hardware, or like that the game was just getting like, getting glitchy as time went on. But it did it in this too. So
Can't carry anymore.
Dwarven Spear. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my military pick, and I'm gonna put this on my armor. Alright, we're gonna go in here and we're gonna fight the big boss orc. Wow. Oh, well, we immediately died. I did not realize we don't have any healing potions, so we have to go back. Here, let's redo this floor. Oh, you know what? It could have been my clue that we ran out of potions. The big giant 0 potions icon that came up after we used all our potions. Trying to cut through people. Oh, I didn't see if there was a stalagmite there.
Can't carry anymore.
Alright. Let's look at our gear real quick, see if any of it can update. $31 to $45. We might actually switch over to this. Reinforced longsword. Yeah, we're gonna switch to that. And we're gonna make it a lightning sword. Isn't that cool? And we're gonna give our armor that bonus. Alright, so this time we're going to teleport back to town. We're gonna get some potions, and then we're gonna come back and fight that orc, because we can't get wrecked by orcs. Come on now. We're the champion of Norrath, y'all. Alright, we're going back. Have to refill my juice, I think. Excuse me. Okay. What's his name? Warlord Cruzade. Alright, I'm running away. There, we got him. That was weird. I saw like 3 of the same hammer there just now. No? It was just the same one. I couldn't pick it up. I tried picking it up like 3 different times. Charred large axe. Looks really cool. But we're a sword and board boy. Loading, please wait. The quietest battle. Just them going, okay, I'll go in, I'll sneak in here and stab a guy with a spear. Return to the Greater Feydark.
Now I've got you right where you want.
I think like a bunch of orcs come in to attack right now. If I remember correctly. Nope. I remember incorrect. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I was imagining far more. I was imagining like just a mountain of them. So now we go to the Greater Feydark. So I'm gonna see if I can finish Act 1 tonight. Nah. Sometimes I can't discern the difference between like the goblin warrior guys and the elves. Like when there's a bunch of them all standing around each other, it's kind of hard to tell. We're about to level up. Keep pushing through. To reposition my seating here. Man, I never played this on network play back in the day. I wonder what it would have been like. Play with people online. let's level up real quick. So last time we got 1, 2, we got the first 3. 2 more points to spend. 160% regeneration health. Or health regeneration. Make sure health regeneration rate about 150%. Y'all know that I love passive abilities, like abilities I don't have to think about. They just turn on by their own. Thank the gods for answering my prayers.
Gods for answering my prayers. You're all good and do us. You arrived just in time for the barrage. The orcs seem to have dragged out every catapult we created to hammer the position.
Every catapult creation.
I don't know if you've ever met Commander Tyrion, but he doesn't like to be kept waiting. So it's up to you to find a way behind enemy lines to destroy them. It's the only way we can make it through, I'm afraid.
So this part, you just gotta run around and blow up their catapults. They have a bunch of siege engines, and it's your job to blow them up. I'd say they did an okay job in this game of like coming up with like various tasks for your character to do. It's not all just get to point B. Sometimes it's like do thing B to get to point A or whatever. Oh man, I died already. Alright, I think I'm going to stop for now. I might make another video here in a second. But thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully we can play some more Champions of Norrath in the future. Hopefully you all like this content. We'll just have to see. But until next time, you all stay safe out there. And, you know, it's starting to get close to the holidays too. So we'll have to talk about that next time too. But I'll see you around. Bye.